what do you hope that the kids learn during this three-day residency that you're doing here in the Meadows, and how did it come about?
Well, the things that I hope they learn are things that will help them in a career in music. I don't think I'm here so much to teach them about figured bass and about orchestration and stuff like that. I assume that they got real good teachers for that. I'm somewhat of a student in those areas still myself. Hopefully I can be a little helpful with regard to have a career and the things that that are important to musicians but don't have anything to do with music necessarily.
You can even round a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. Do it even more. Are you okay with the crotales on that figure as opposed to the chimes? The chimes are cutting through, the crotales are cutting through better.
What do you wish you had known in 1977 when you guys started getting going? What do you know now that you wish you know then that you'll be able to tell these students?
Well, many, many, many little things, but I think the important thing is to allow in to your creative vision a little bit of practicality, a little bit of an idea of where you're going, who you're playing to, why you're playing it, and where it's going to take you. There's a value to just following your instincts, and I like it, therefore it's good, and I'm just going to do that. But to really live a life supported by the music that you play, that's to say, earn a living. I think that the young musician, the sooner they can get an idea of why, or rather what they hope music will do for their life, which of course no young musician is thinking about their life and how they're going to support their family, schmamly. But if you make those decisions early on in your career and adjust your artistic value system to accommodate the marketplace, you will not be sinning against art. You will be ensuring that you earn a living and continue to be able to play music for the rest of your life rather than become a dentist's assistant. What's happened in recent years is music has been very much democratized, which has an upside and a downside. The upside is that any damn fool can do it with GarageBand, with home recording studios. In olden times, you used to have to go to the man. You used to have to go get a record deal, sign away rights, make commitments, bottle yourself up, and they would pay for you to go to the studio where you could record your dream. Nowadays, you don't have to go to the man. You can do it yourself. You and your buddies can go over to that dorm room right there and make an album. That's really great. Problem is, there's some guys in the dorm room right over there, there's guys in the dorm room right over there, and right over there, there's probably about 3 bands in that building right there, or not just bands, they're probably recording albums. And so the problem is not making music anymore. That's fantastic. That's really, can there be a downside to that? Well, something to consider is that the competition and to get noticed and have your music heard and to live the life that Madonna lives has become a little bit more difficult. The making the music part, really great that you can do that. The making a living out of it part, getting heard. So now marketing is nothing to do with music, but is so critical so that your music, you know, it's not just a matter of earning a living. It's a matter of you make music because you want it to be heard. You want it to be playing on every radio station. You want people to be singing your song. That sort of feels good. That's just the elemental desire. That's why musicians like myself and others will give the music away for free, just as long as more people listen to it. It's not about making a living, it's about being heard. So, just for that, never mind getting paid, you've still got to get into marketing. And so marketing is now a really more important thing. And that has also been democratized, but that just means the competition's stiffer too. Now that you've got 1 million blogs you can go on, it used to be that you get on one radio station in Dallas and that's it, you got Dallas. Now it's all microcasting. Every station has a little micro audience and you can be in heavy rotation on KX whatever, and that's only 20 people listening to that station. You got to get on heavy rotation on, and each format is so different that if you are disco, funk, blues, you're right in that disco funk blues station and no other station, because so your music goes out on that one narrow medium, whereas in olden times, if you were disco funk blues, well, there's a station that plays disco funk blues, disco groove blues, disco funk jazz, all these other similar, and they're broadcasting like this. And you used to be able to, one radio station picks you up, you got a hit. Now, there's a million fishes nibbling. That band drives the three of us nuts. And we get a great, powerful reward from the effect on 80,000 people. That is difficult. None of the three of us on our own can achieve that. And so we need those two other guys. And we actually have so much antipathy and love, by the way. You can only feel this way about a sibling, which is all these mixed emotions. We understand that it takes the three of us to make that thing that is the ceremony. But that's not about art. And three of us are artists. We want to make art. We want to explore music and make something that, but the police isn't that. The police is a ceremony. It's a liturgy. We played those songs. The last thing anyone wants to hear is like new songs. I saw Paul McCartney not so long ago, and he started playing his new album. Please, that's not what we're here for. I want to see a new band play their new album, but if a Beatle, I want to hear Beatles songs. And the police is in that position. That's not to denigrate the value of a police concert. It's not something that you go to expecting to hear something new. It's something you go to expecting to relive something, to see something that you already know, and like going to see Aida or Otello or a great work of composition or opera or something. It's there, and you want to see it. And we interpret it differently every night, but it is what it is. We're not creating. So film composing is a lot of fun because everyone's new. But you're working for the man. It's more craft than art. But I don't have to deal with Andy and Sting. I don't have those two son of a bitches telling me not to play my drums. God damn it.